Hey, welcome to Black Amethyst Oracle. This is Carmen. Today I am bringing you 3 relatively quick readings. We're just feeling through your connection with the person on your mind, trying to pick up what they may be thinking, feeling, intending to do about you. And I'm going to insert a close-up, clear photograph for you now, for you to feel out these 3 options here. See if you're in one of these groups. 1, 2, 3. I'll see you there. Hello to group 1. First group, you chose Healing card and this crystal cluster. The first thing I'm going to do is use the royals from my Ecliptic playing card deck, which has the 12 zodiac signs. I'll be able to pick up energy, you know, just about the connection, about what's going on between you, but you may find that there are significant placements in the signs that we get. It doesn't have to be that way. It's more about what I'm getting for what these signs sort of bring to the table. That's Libra. Interesting to me, this is Libra, and this healing card has the rainbow with the rose on each side. Speaking about balance, patience may be in order. Leo. Leo energy. Could have a Leo placement. But we're definitely looking at some fire, some passion, some strong attraction. This Libra with the Venus is beauty. There's definitely attraction between you and this person. And one more, please. Number 1. And it's Virgo. All right. Sweetness. Nurturing sweetness and attraction. Okay. Let's move on to, let's get some song lyrics next. Group 1's person. I want to know about the thoughts and feelings of this group 1's person. That's the way love goes. Where am I going to put that? Janet Jackson. I'm already getting a feeling about divine timing with the Libra, the healing. That's the way love goes. Group 1's person. I miss you like the desert miss the rain. Everything but the girl. I don't always remember words. Another lyric for 1's person. So you may have some separation. Don't change a thing for me. Yeah, that really hits this Virgo energy for me. I think this person is attracted to you and feels that you're really great the way you are, and anything that is going on is definitely not something that is like off or wrong about you. They like you very much the way you are and are attracted to you in a really strong way for sure. Thoughts and feelings of this person. Is it too late now to say sorry? Okay. Another one speaking about a little bit of an issue, potentially some separation. Someone's got you on the brain, that's for sure. But there's this feeling of timing and healing and balance and patience. So let's get into the tarot. Whoa. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Group one's person. Group one's person. I'm going to do another. Talk to me about the feelings and the thoughts and the intentions of group one's person. Let's go with thoughts. The Empress. They think you are, like I said, they think you're all that, you know. They're completely attracted to you. They find you really beautiful, alluring. You may have some creative energy that they are drawn to. You're the only one they're interested in, truly. Thoughts, feelings. All right, let's go to feelings. Feelings. One's person's feeling. Seven of Wands. Yeah, they're dealing with a lack of courage. Seven of Wands under this Leo, definitely telling me that. There's a certain defensiveness. It's just sort of built in who they are. They may be a little bit intimidated by you, but there's definitely this feeling of I don't know why maybe it's a defensiveness from past relationships and wounds or even upbringing, but there's something in their sense of self, I think, that is keeping them from feeling like 100%. That's keeping them from feeling like they can just go after and have anything they want. They feel a bit, I want to say, like they may feel a little unworthy of you, and they're fighting their feelings to a degree because of all of this. They're literally fighting their feelings. Can we talk about intentions? And I do see here the missing and asking if it's too late to say sorry. Is that Justin Bieber? I don't know if I said that one. Oh, and don't change a thing for me is in excess. Okay. Intentions, please, intentions. One's person's intentions. Ooh. I think they're a little mixed up. And we have the Fool. I think they would like to be able to take the leap and just let it happen and get in there with you. I think there's just a question of timing and balancing out their own I almost said demons, but I don't want to say that. I think they want to balance their own negative self-talk. Or their own self-limiting beliefs need to be kind of like swept away in a way. There's a feeling of wanting to have it all with you, but at the same time feeling undeserving, I still get. And I think again, the timing, there's a timing, healing, timing, a time for healing. Is that a movie or a book? I don't know. Doesn't matter. But that's what I hear for you. Let me get another one about thoughts. I see that they think you're gorgeous. They think you're beautiful. They think you're amazing. They think you have so much to offer. They wonder why you could offer, why you would offer it to them. They feel wildly attracted, sexually attracted to you. They feel unworthy. They feel they have to fight this attraction for their own reasons. They would ultimately like to have this relationship with you. They're sort of they're trying to trust in timing, and more on thoughts. Hanged Man. So yeah, we're talking about being, you know, in a pause and in a suspended state of reflection, and trying to look at everything from all the different angles, and really like come to terms with all of their own thoughts and feelings and desires, and figure out exactly what it is they're doing. They seem closed off right now, like a bit closed off, so there may not be contact or a ton of contact. They seem to be walled up and really just swirling in their own storm of ideas about it all. Their feelings, more about their feelings, please. It's the Ace of Swords. They're really wanting to access their intuition for clarity. They're really hoping that the light will come on, that everything will be revealed to them, and they'll be able to move forward, knowing what they really think, feel, and need, knowing what you really think, feel, and need. I feel like they have all of the information that they need. Like, I think they know how you feel. I think they know a lot of what's going on. And one more for intentions. Two of Wands. They intend to get to the place of being able to know what they want, so that they can make a decision and take that action toward you, or even away from you, depending on what that is. I really feel it's a bit in the air still. They're hoping that it works out in your favor at this point, because they feel so much and they haven't been able to let it go. But at the same time, they do understand that they could lose you while they hang around in the Hanged Man state. They do understand that, and they do feel on many levels at this point that you could do better than them, so it wouldn't really surprise them, and they miss you. So yeah, I wanted to keep these really short. I have kids in the house and I can't really get into much, but today I think that's it. I think that's what I have for you. I can't think of anything else I should pull out at this point. You know, to be continued, right? This is definitely a to be continued situation, if you want it to be. All right. Thanks. Hi to group 2. You chose the card that says receptivity and this big chunk of pyrite. Receptivity, giving me the initial feeling of you being open to receiving love, receiving information, receiving light, receiving messages. You know, there's a faith that you're trying to, you know, have and hold on to, a belief that good things are coming your way. It's good. So this is going to be quick, and sometimes short is sweet. These are the 12 royals, you know, from a playing card deck, which is 12. There are no pages, but it's the 12 zodiac signs, and I'm using this to read the energy of the connection and the person on your mind, because we're looking at their thoughts, feelings, and intentions with you. All right, so number 2, Gemini. Number 2. Number 2. Sagittarius. Number 2. Capricorn. So, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Capricorn, these may be placements in either of your charts, but they don't have to be. It's essentially important information. There are traits here that I can use to see what's going on. We have air, fire, and earth. Yeah, this looks like a really powerful connection. This feels like something where you kind of mentally get each other and really like bounce off each other. This looks like the kind of thing that like makes you feel really strong and really like liberated to a degree, like to be who you are, like you feel accepted the way you are and for who you are, seen. And then certainly there's an element of this desire to be grounded together and to make something significant and relevant and lasting, and that isn't a waste of time. You know, there's some contrast here. There's some contrast between these energies, you know. But let's look a little farther into the cards and see what we're getting. I'm going to use my psychic radio deck for some lyrics because we're trying to look at their thoughts, feelings, and intentions. All right. Looking at thoughts, feelings, and intentions for number 2, Pyrite's person. Never caught a feeling this hard. Post Malone. I fall apart. Yeah, so it definitely, I don't know if I said explosive, but I just feel this like pow, this like this real strong attraction and this really like chemical reaction when you got together, got your minds together. If not even your bodies, at least there's something chemical, there's something energetic between you that is just like explosive. Number 2's person. Thoughts, feelings, intentions. Just give me a reason to love you. That's Portishead. Yeah, this speaks to this like essence, you know, this like this feeling of, you know, like I said, being seen for who you are, being understood, and like these lyrics go on to say oh, never mind. Like, it's a Portishead song. You should look it up if you don't know it. It's beautiful. But for this, I'm getting just this feeling of like, we're this close to go. You know what I mean? Like, we're this close to like calling it a day and just being done with everything else and everyone else forever. That's legitimately what I just felt. And I just got like this wave of heat all over my body. Like the opposite of a chill. A flash, I guess. More thoughts, feelings, intentions from number 2's person. I touch myself when I think about you. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a shitload of attraction here. I feel it out of this particular pyrite right now. And like I said, this receptivity, like this real, there's this like give and take. It says receptivity, but I also just heard reciprocity. Like there's a real like mutual attraction here. There's a real there's definitely something that it feels like a driving force. It feels like a connecting force, okay? And then, so these songs, you know, the song, if you know the songs and they have relevancy to you, that's just a great confirmation message for you. However, otherwise, I'm just using the lyrics as more feeling out of them and you too. Number 2. Do you have to let it linger? That's Cranberries. Yeah, there's just something that can't be let go of here. I don't know if that's even what's going on, but there's definitely, you know, even when you're away, if you're away from each other, or if you're only away from each other while you're like, well, you got to go to work or whatever, like there's this feeling of like, you know, not being able to get each other off your mind, like the receptivity, like the frequency is open and connected now. And it's like, now that you've come together and you've made this connection, you're both feeling it and you're both like thinking about it and you're both like dwelling on it. There's a lot of attraction. There's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of just draw, you know, like this draw. It's mental, it's physical, and there's a practicality aspect. Like there's this real life aspect of wanting to like make it last and make it forever, regardless of what's going on. Okay, we're gonna get into the tarot now. I'm going to get some more number 2's person, number 2's person. Show me number 2's person. What are they thinking? Ace of Pentacles. They're thinking about the beginning of the relationship. They're thinking about how it started. They're thinking about how it's going. They're thinking about what to do. They're thinking about not wanting anything else. They're thinking about how much they're thinking about it. Wow. They wonder what you're doing when you're not around each other, or if you're apart. They wonder what you're doing. Feelings for number 2's person. Ooh, I just got a feeling. Judgment. They feel that it's decided. They feel they can't escape it. They feel they feel resistance is futile. They feel they've won the prize. They feel they've caught the feeling. Oh wow. They feel the chase, the hunt, the search is over, right? Number 2's feelings, their intentions. All right, 8 of Cups. This is the part where I wonder if something is out of whack. There's something that they have to leave behind in order to make this work. There's something that will have to be shed, you know, in order to make this connection an established everything relationship. Although it may not be the easiest detachment to make, it's not with the sadness that 8 of Cups usually has. It's more like weighing the weighing the rewards makes it a no-brainer. It may be more logistically difficult than emotionally difficult, whatever it is they have to let go of. Like, you know, I see that this receptivity, this connection, this explosive kind of like magnetism and attraction between you that has you like linked is, you know, worth so much more at the end of it all. You know, that's the decision that is sort of a given to them. They know there's nothing really to decide, that it is you and it has to be you. It's only going to be you. But there will be just some practical logistics that have to be ironed out in order for this to exist, you know, in the 3D. And let's go back to thoughts. More on the thoughts. The moon. So I think they're really trying to open up their own intuitive abilities and their own access to like this deeper knowing inside themselves. Like they're just like, it's kind of been awakened, and they're thinking about that. They're thinking about like this part of them that's deep inside that they really hadn't seen or felt before, and they're thinking about how you did that, and they're thinking about how it's a little bit scary, but it's also like really exhilarating and really liberating and really transformative. You know, like they're thinking about how heavy all of this is. They're thinking about like there have been fears that have come up, and how you have the power to transform these fears into beautiful gifts. It's like you know, when you have like intuitive stuff come up, you're like, is this real? Like, what? Am I crazy? You know, I just say that from personal experience, but I don't know. So there's excuse me, there's they're thinking about just this depth of feeling and like the way that has sort of taken them into places inside themselves that they didn't really you know, hadn't really had access to before, and how crazy and deep that is, and how like it's such a trip, right? This is super mental, like thinking energy. And then more in the feeling. Six of Swords. Anything that's been rough in life or between you, they want to move past. They want to smooth it out. They want to they want to go with the flow, you know, this flow between you that is so like they really want to let go and go with it. And they want to let everything that is in the past be in the past. If you have past between you, they may be wanting a clean, you know, if there was anything rocky, they may be wanting a clean slate to move forward. If they have their own personal issues from the past, they're really looking at how to let it all go, how to let it go and just move forward and have faith and be strong. They're trying to figure out how to be really bold and adventurous and strong. And it makes them feel like it's worthwhile. Like you make them feel like it's worthwhile to like heal themselves and change things that don't work. Okay. And then, oh my goodness. Number 2's intentions. 4 of Pentacles. They're really keeping an eye on you and guarding what you have between you. Like they want, you know, they feel attached. The attachment is already there. It's like I said, the resistance is futile. The attachment is there. They intend to be very protective and of your relationship and do what needs to be done to make it work. Okay. Yeah. All right. I was just trying to feel if there's anything else I should say that I haven't said, but honestly, I think that's all I really, you know. It's weird when they're short because it was meant to be short and I knew that, but it just is what it is. All right. Looks good. Looks all right. Like, I don't know, you know, like, I don't know what you're going through at the moment. This is somewhat flexible, but as far as like thoughts, feelings, and intentions, this person is feeling you and working on it for sure. Okay. All right. See you next time. Hi to the 3rd group. You chose this hemimorphic quartz cluster and this initiation card. The card itself is speaking about going through something very difficult. So whereas I feel the other 2 readings were a little more open, this one feels like a connection that seems to be more bringing more up for you and more out for you and more giving you bigger lessons and bigger issues, whereas yeah, the other ones didn't quite have that off the bat. This one seems, wow, sorry if you hear my kids, seems a little more complicated. That's why the readings are short today. I have children here. Let's see how that goes. I apologize. So the first thing I'm doing is I have the court cards from my Ecliptic playing card deck, or at least the quartz without pages, and it's just all 12 zodiac signs, and I am getting a read on the energy of this person's feelings, of the feelings and the connection, and these may or may not be significant to your situation. They may be placements that you or they have. Number 3, we have Pisces energy. Water. We have Aries energy, fire. And we have Cancer, more water. So a lot of emotions running high here. A lot of intuition and like feeling each other, like feeling whatever's going on between you, feeling each other. And this Aries is just speaking of a lot of passion, but potential conflict. So let's get a little deeper into it and we'll be able to see more. So the next thing I'm doing is using my psychic radio cards for lyrics to help us see what the person on your mind may be thinking, feeling, or intending to do. These songs may be relevant to you, that may be messages for you that you already feel. Otherwise, they're just helping me out because next will be tarot, and that's that. All right. So number 3. Number 3's person, thoughts, feelings, intentions of number 3's person. Please don't leave me. Hold on. That's pink. Please don't leave me. If I didn't say pink yet. I try to say the artist because it's only right, but yeah, that may be speaking about a breakup or split or separation, or the threat of these things. These arms of mine, they're wanting to hold you. So you may be dealing with feelings of longing and missing. You know, one or both of you may be feeling this. Three's person. Love of my life, you are my friend. I think that this person really values your friendship. At the end of the day, at the end of everything, there's something significant between you. There's something, there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love here with the Pisces and energy especially. And baby, even on our worst nights, I'm into you. Oh, these arms of mine, Otis Redding, love of my life, you're my friend. That's Common and Erykah Badu and Paramore here. Okay. Yeah, I think there's a ton of love between you. It seems like a lot of affection between you, a lot of caring, at least, you know, like whether or not you said the L word. There's certainly a lot of concern and care and emotion and feeling between you. There is a sense of conflict, and there is a sense of yearning, and a fear here with the please don't leave me, a fear. So this may have to do with what I was saying about, you know, there may be a separation or pause or the threat of such a thing, you know, with this initiation card speaking about going through something difficult, but coming out stronger. Like, no, you know, it's like going, you know, you go through something difficult and you come out stronger. I don't know why I'm trying to make that more difficult for myself to say. Let's get into tarot and see if we can look at their thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Thoughts, feelings, intentions. All right, let's go first with thoughts. Magician. Yeah, there's a real overpowering in the mental. There's a real like a feeling of transformation in the ways of thinking happening, lessons being learned, if you will. Manifestation, intent, energy, like wow, my kids. Okay, sorry. So certainly I think this person is in their thoughts, they're feeling a pull, you know, like they're feeling like a real intentionality that is happening. I'll need to get more, but it feels like almost like either they feel like, maybe they feel like you manifested each other, or one of you manifested the other. Like basically, like there's this feeling of being played with in a way, like that isn't like, that's almost like you just wondering like what, if you, whether it's gods or spirit or guides or whatever, like just kind of this thought of like, what is happening? Like how is this happening? What why isn't it easier to just do this or not do it, kind of feeling. And then feelings. Feelings for number 3's person. Feelings, number 3's person. What are they feeling? Knight of Swords. They're feeling the need to communicate with you. Like they're feeling the need to come forward and find or gain clarity with you. Like, or give clarity to you, or get clarity from you. They feel this need to clear the air and to make, I think they know it's on them to do it for whatever's going on. They know that they need to come toward you with like some sort of light and something that would help you probably understand something better. They need to tell you about something. Maybe, they may need to tell you how they're feeling, but for certain, more than that even, just feel that's, I think, part of it. But I think they also just need to tell you what's underneath it all, what's been going on with them, like why they need to tell you why something happened, or help you understand it, or just bring you some clarity, or get clarity as well. But I feel like it's more them giving it, but there could be some cloudiness on both sides. For the third group, what is this person's intentions? Four of Swords. For the moment, they're really stuck in a pause, in a contemplative state. They're really just sort of like resting on what to do and how to do it, and how to do this Knight of Swords, like how to bring it, like what they think about this connection, that all this like weird coincidental woo-woo stuff that they feel between you, these deep feelings, like what they want to make of that, and then also this sort of this need they have to get clarity or give clarity, or both. Like they're really just sort of stuck in an energy of contemplating how, when, where to do it, like all those sorts of questions. Like I see them sort of like staying up. I just got a vision of like, late night with like the light on, like a TV or a computer screen, like just kind of like something's on, but they're not really watching it. They're kind of just like, it's, when you want to watch something that just to zone out, like just so you don't have to like think you put something on to keep you company, but you don't necessarily like think about it, and you don't want it to be anything you have to really pay attention to. Like there's kind of that going on, like this sort of like something to help with the, you know, take up some of that space and some of those thoughts and all that, the, you know, the energy that's going on inside of them, so that they can kind of just put all of this in another place in their mind, and really like sort it out, without putting all the focus on you and the connection, but it's sort of like dividing their mental, you know, between just living and thinking about it and figuring out what to do. So they're just really like, as far as like intentions, they're trying to figure out, they intend to figure out how to come forward with clarity. And another for thoughts for number 3's person. What are they thinking? We have the moon's flower. Oh wow, this is that card in this deck that I never quite figured out what it is. I think it's just the moon? No, it's not just the moon. Forgive me a second. I'm going to turn off the camera and figure out what this card is. Okay, sorry again. What an interrupted reading. I'm very sorry. I wasn't able to figure it out. I forgot about this card in this deck, and I never have figured out what it is. It's from the Ukraine, actually. It's not any of the cups. I just went through and saw the cups. I thought maybe it was. It's not a major, because the majors have a numeral at the top. So maybe it's just exclusive to this deck. So their thoughts. I'm going to read that intuitively. All right. Give me a sec. Yeah, you know what? I think this is all just a message in itself. Like that my sort of like being taken by this and not being able to figure out what it is. And that's what I told you this thought energy was with this magician. Like this feeling of like this, they think, they don't know, they're like, they are questioning it. Like, how is it like this? How is it this big? Who's orchestrating this connection? You know what I mean? Like, who's behind it? Who made us meet? Who is driving it? You know, like there's this real like bigger feeling, this big, like, you know, this on this card, this person's pulling the string, and it's like, who's in charge here? Like they just feel. So I think like that sort of like energy of that thought, and this 4 of Swords energy, like trying to figure things out. There's a lot of confusion for this person, and then I get this card and I'm totally confused, and I go through the whole deck and can't figure it out, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, the moon's flower. Well, that's really beautiful, but what is it? And I think that's essentially what this is. That is their thought. It's very beautiful, but what is it? Like they really just don't know what to think. Like they don't know what their thoughts are, that they don't know what this is. It's very it's just intense. They've never felt anything quite like this. You know, I think that they find you very, very beautiful, and there's a lot of feeling between you, and yet there's this, they have this conflict, and there's this need to clarify things with you about what's going on with them. I would venture farther to say that they're presenting me with a bit of a confusion and a block to them, like they're walled up to even me. If you're feeling like if you're feeling like they're kind of closed up to you, like you're not sure like what's you know, what their deal is, like I get that, because that's kind of what I'm feeling. You know, woo, let's get into feelings though, if we can. That was interesting. Your reading's been really interesting. It's very, I feel very, well, on top of confused, just this sort of like mystified feeling. Anyway. feelings, 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 feelings. What is three's person feeling? The Fool. Yeah, I think they're feeling kind of naive in the face of this. Kind of just like like it's all so unknown, and it's also kind of intimidating and grand, you know, like there's just this like not really knowing what it is or what to make of it, and yet this compelling feeling to know more, like this curiosity. They feel mystified, like I said. They feel pulled toward you. They feel like, I have to say, like they feel almost like they just have very little control over the situation. As if, you know, someone else is steering this great cosmic ship that you're both on. This one is wild. No wonder it's an initiation. My goodness. All right, last card. Sorry to leave you hanging after all that intensity. This last card is about intentions. Now, the intentions, here you have Cancer, and this is the Jack of Hearts, which is the Knight of Cups. So there is an intention to, you know, explain everything and tell you how that they feel for you. But there is also this intention to sort it out and be right and sure, and to try to understand better what it is. There is a conflict, and it seems to me like it's less to do with you and more to do with how intense this whole thing has been for them, and maybe what it has triggered in them. So one more for the intentions of three's person. Oh, this is another card that I don't know. How do I not know this one? I've had this deck a while. The Starfall. I don't know how to read that. Hang on, you guys. Let me see if I can find the booklet. I have good news and bad news. I found the booklet. Good news. And, I mean, I guess it's kind of bad news. Not really, I guess. They're not in here. The Moon's Flower and the Starfall are not in this book. I feel really funny about this reading because all this weird shit is happening and I don't know what to say, and I feel like I didn't know what I was doing or something. Like I've had this deck a while. I have seen this card before, and I meant to figure out what it was, and I never did. And I have not seen this card before somehow. How did I never see this card? I don't know. This is just more for me about how kind of like this has been like such a different experience, probably for you both, but definitely for your person. Like just such a different experience that they really don't know what to make of it, and that they don't, like, it's just really powerful and intense, and they're just kind of like, what is happening? Like, what is happening? Why do I have all these feelings, and why do I feel so a little bit defensive, and you know, what is all this conflict inside of me coming from? And I think that it's just really been triggering. And if you believe in certain, you know, some people say karmic relationships or soul mate relationships, like this kind of seems like one of those where, you know, I'm uncomfortable with a lot of these labels, but like one of those sort of relationships where you come together to teach each other big stuff and like really bring it up. So this Starfall, you know, Oh, intuitively for intentions, you know, sometimes I know that in astrology, when we look at stars in their falling, it's sort of like a negative expression of traits sort of thing, but that's not what I'm getting here. Like what I get is more like the shooting stars that you make wishes on. Do you know? Which aren't even stars, they're meteorites or whatever. So like this is really feeling to me like their intentions are to, there's a lot of magic here. It's there are three. I think good luck comes in threes. I think it just has to do with so much about just like, you know, kind of like waiting out the rest period and the timing, and just sort of like feeling like they know better, like what that clarity is that they can offer you, like what that clarity is they can gain from you. I think if you're confused, rest assured they are very confused as well. And I think they're really wishing that, you know, this all makes sense at some point. I really think that's what I feel is going on with them, and in their intentions is that this will make sense. You know, they're resting on it, they're contemplating the situation, they're kind of zoning out in there and pondering the magnitude and the intense effect that they've felt deep inside. And I think that they're really just hoping, you know, hoping and wishing that this all makes sense and comes into fruition, right? Like in a substantial, making a home with each other kind of way. That's what I have. That's what I got. Oh wow, what a strange one. What a strange one. If this is yours and it feels right, I'm so curious what's going on. So yeah. Let me know. Hopefully I will see you again. If this is your first time, I'm sorry. It's not always like this. It's not always smooth either, but it's certainly not always like this one. Thank you.